Dude, again and again.
We're back. We're back. We're back for more.
Whether you fucking like it or not, dude. It's happening. I think you like it.
Yeah, I like it. I don't know about you. Yeah, I mean, well, that's good. That's good that we like it.
Yeah, I think
we're happy about
I'm
it.
Definitely into the people that like it. The people that don't like it, dude.
Well, you know, I haven't heard from them.
I haven't heard anybody who. You know what? Actually, that's a lie. I've heard a couple people being like, "Dude, this is great," but to those people, I say, "Shalom."
Shalom.
Look at a fucking worm pillow, dude. That's cute.
Yeah, that's nice. It's from childhood.
Yeah. Oh, dude, they made those in your childhood?
They made them in my childhood. They don't make them anymore. They don't make them like that anymore.
All right, let's get as many pillows as possible for my big fat ass.
Get comfy, cozy. So, I thought we'd start the pod out this time with some corrections.
Ooh, good idea, because there's a couple.
There's a couple. Well, first and foremost, I mean, I this isn't in any particular order, but it turns out that rat terriers were actually bred in Teddy Roosevelt's White House, not Franklin Delano's. So I thought that was an important thing.
That is an important one, because you know what? I got a lot of hate email and death threats for that one.
Yeah. Well, credit where credit's due, or something like that.
A lot of his disciples or whatever were all
his disciples.
His disciples were saying, "That's not cool, man. You didn't give us credit." So
yeah, well, Delano was one of Teddy's disciples. So
Teddy Roosevelt was a president.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I thought he was on the penny or something, right?
No, but you know what? That's another correction for another week.
Hey, man, you know what? We always got next week to start with that correction. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I also wanted to make one more correction before, if you have any. I don't know if you have any corrections to make.
One. Yeah.
Well, do you want to make yours first, or before I make my second one?
Well, yeah, since it's going back and forth, I'll get this one. So somebody brought to my attention that that slaves were allowed to have chocolate.
Oh, okay.
And
I took that for granted that you knew that. Well, because considering you're
consider I'm 1/8. Well, they don't know I'm 1/8 black, so I just kind of took the wheel on that one and assumed because
an octoroon or something like
that is what it is.
Was that what that?
So people tell me I can't say that, and I'm like, fuck you. I can say what I want, but
I don't know that term. Someone said that to me the other day.
Oh yeah, it's 12.5% means octoroon.
Yeah. Okay, wow.
So
of anything,
12.5%
of anything.
Well, so
if you're like, because I remember to get into Dartmouth for free, you have to be an octoroon Native American.
Yes. So that's the least amount of like
heritage.
Yeah, thank you.
I knew you were going to use a worse word.
Rails on that one. It's the least amount you can have in your system in order to go...
In your system, yeah.
It's the least amount you can ingest in order to go to the school and have it be a full scholarship.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that
much. Matthew McConaughey did a movie back in the 90s where they were going to consider him something about being a house... You know?
Well, sure. I'm glad you clapped for that. Well, anyways.
Yeah,
slaves could eat chocolate.
Slaves could eat chocolate. I mean, on a rare occasion. I mean, it was not really correction.
I don't think there were any rules. From what I understand,
had rules, dude. It was. I mean,
the only rules they had was against how do you say that word?
Misogyny?
No, miscegenation.
What the fuck? What is that?
When it's mixing interracial relationships.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, I've never known that word. I just know mixing.
Yeah. But yeah, you know what? And I mean, obviously they had rules against slaves having rights. You know, but I don't think treats. Chocolate was among the rights treats. That were written into the Constitution. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Well, I'm glad that was...
Somebody did bring it to my attention. They were like, that's hilarious that you think that. And I was like, well, I mean, thank you. But also...
Sure, yeah.
What is the correction? And they didn't answer, so... You know.
Right.
It is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm going to be wrong, dude. Sometimes I'm going to be wrong.
I think a lot of the times on this podcast we're both going to be wrong. It turns out I was also... Another thing I was wrong about is what atomic clocks are. Well,
Whoa, what is that
Mean
again?
Time. So I thought it was like the half-life of something radioactive, but it turns out what it is they make cesium vibrate... Using
What's cesium?
Cesium is... That's a whole other
You're going to have to break it down
cesium
like a child is listening.
Cesium is an element. Like it's...
okay.
I guess it's a particularly...
Like oxygen?
Yeah, it's like... I mean, like oxygen. Oxygen is also an element, but I think cesium is like is hard.
Okay, so it's an
air at room temperature.
It's something you can touch rather than something that is everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, if you touch it, I think it would explode. If I'm not mistaken about what cesium is, what the properties of cesium are. But again, that we're gonna have to correct.
Does cesium have anything to do with temperature? Because
you're thinking of Celsius. You're thinking of Celsius.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But cesium is an element, and what they basically do, they take an atom of cesium or something like that, and they make it vibrate, and the length of each, or they make it oscillate, something like that. I don't really know. I don't really know the science of it, but that's how they get the length. That's how they get the length of a second. Each oscillation of a cesium, or some bullshit like that. These scientists are. You're right. You're right. Time is made up. Time is completely made up. And then they use that second, and then they use that. Along with the something of the sun, it
is something you could touch. It's just not.
Yeah, you could touch it.
Recommended. You
just have to pay.
You just gotta pay.
Yeah.
If we could use that touchstone thing right there, it would do the clap right now. But
we could use it, but we're not going to.
I know, but like
I don't want.
Whatever.
I don't
need it, dude.
Have sound effects of this. That would be.
Is that hacky?
It's hacky.
It is hacky, dude.
Low comedy.
What is hacky, dude? Like, cause like, there's
hacky?
so many dudes who like say, "Oh, that's a hack job," and then I see this magician go on stage before me, and then he kills.
Absolutely kills. Yeah.
Kills, and then everyone is like in awe. He gets off, and then I go on and bomb my fucking tits off.
Right.
And then everyone says like, but when he's not there, everyone says that he's a hack.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, like, and like, they always have like some name. Like these magicians will come to comedy shows and they'll have like a name that like
Dave
is like
the Magnificent.
Yes, like, or Uncle Jim or something like that. well, I had one that was like I'm not gonna say his actual name, but it was something along the lines of like Cousin Yak or something like that.
Okay, sure. I'm not aware of who you're referring to.
But yeah, and he came and he fucking murdered, dude. Like he was using stuff that like was like an illusion to my mind, because like sometimes like I'll get so like captivated that I'm like a baby.
You'll be an eighth captivated or something like that. You know, there's like there's like a stereotype that black people are
no, dude, are babies when it comes
are amazed by magic. Like there's like, I don't know what that.
Yeah, I think everybody is. Well, you know what?
That's what
if it is because I'm black, then fucking I wouldn't be surprised.
It's not. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's just a stereotype.
I'm cute.
But you're amazed by magic, and you think that it upsets you that people call it hack, or it makes sense that people call it hack.
No, I don't know what hack is anymore, because when they say it and then he's there and then they're all captivated, and then when he leaves they just act like they weren't captivated or
hack,
entertained.
I think, is anything that's easy way to get laugh, easy way to get
and I will admit some magicians but
that's not easy. Magic and illusions are not easy. It takes a lot of practice to get good at that.
Dude. All right, let me just put it this way. Yes, there were a couple of tricks that anybody could easily do.
Yeah.
But then there were a couple where it was like, you're a fucking demon, dude. You're a fucking illusionist. What is this fucking
mentalist. What is this magic?
What is this gypsy magic, dude? Like, I don't know what is it? I don't know.
Yeah, Scott. I don't know about that word.
Sorry.
No, again, I said octoroon earlier, so I can't really speak to
but I don't think octoroon means
policing.
Octoroon is, I think, specifically for blacks, because I heard that they like it. You know how like the oon at the end is kind of
like
black.
It might not.
I was trying to dance around it. Too, right? No, you can't. You can't. I mean, you were talking about the dog, though, so you know.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, no, I was talking about.
No, you can't. No, honestly, you can, but everybody gets like, you can't say anything like that. You know what? I'm not worried about
called
anything.
Me that before,
right? I've been called everything in the book, but like,
yeah,
you know,
sure enough, yeah, they've thrown the book at both of us.
But at the same time, when they tell me, like, I said mulatto when I was like talking about my grandfather.
Sure.
And somebody was like, you can't say that. And I was like, yeah, but it's my grandfather. Like, I can say whatever the fuck I please about my grandfather.
I'm pretty sure you can say whatever you want in this country, like bar like a few things. Like, you can't yell fire in a crowded theater. You can't like yell.
Oh, is that illegal?
Well, you can't like incite a riot. I'm pretty sure.
Right, but now that's like any little thing can incite a riot. You know.
I mean, the best argument I've heard against like slurs and all that stuff is like they're fighting words. Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
okay.
And you know, I don't want to get in a fight with.
Is that by law though? Can you can you say anything is fighting words by law?
I don't know. Honestly.
Because Chud the Builder, have you heard about him?
Who?
So there's this dude named Chud the Builder that he's like this white guy that gets pegged by black trans people with dicks. And
wait,
so there's a white boy.
I guess there's a reason I haven't heard of this guy.
Yeah. So there's a boy. He's an influencer. He's got like millions of viewers. He gets pegged by black people with dicks and boobies. Like he does it wherever he lives. I think Atlanta or some shit.
Wherever he's living.
Wherever he's living these days. But yeah, he's got a thing for like getting beat up and then getting
And how does he sign up for that?
Butt fucked. He just has, like he has like these good looking boys or good looking lady boys like that are signing up. I mean, like he pays them. He pays them
to do that.
And then they fuck them real good. But the thing is, nobody knows this. Now, his followers don't know that part, so he goes around.
They don't know that
he likes to get butt fucked by.
He pays them.
He doesn't know it. The followers don't know
any of
the butt fucking by a color that isn't his white skin. So
it's any non-white person who's.
And he's a masochist. He likes to get beat up a little bit.
But and you mentioned that they should be trans, or
yes, they have to be like they have to have titties and dicks.
Okay.
So, but his fans don't know that. They just think that he's one of these like redneck boys that like to say the N-word.
Oh, wow.
So he goes around and he'll fucking run up to a group of black dudes and be like, "What's up? You guys chimping out?" And they'll be like, "What the fuck did you just say to me?" And he'll be like, "All right, whatever." Fucking,
wow.
And then they'll beat the shit out of him, or he'll like,
I don't know if that's good.
He'll provoke them, like or whatever.
I wouldn't say that's good. But.
No, I mean, no. You know what? I guess the end result is good because
he's getting what he wants. It's a win-win
right. He gets what he wants. They get what they want. But recently
he's getting it for free too.
Right. Exactly. I think he's trying to bleed it into his real life.
Yeah.
But so what happened recently was he went up to this other group. Most of the groups will be like, you know what, man, fuck you, and like he'll get it on like his feed or whatever. So people pay him to walk around and do that. One black gentleman was like, "Nah, dude, fuck this guy," beat the shit out of him, and this guy Chud pulled out his gun and shot him.
Oh,
and now he was on a 1.2 or 1.5 million dollar bond in jail. And like he's asking influencers to like bail him out, basically, and it's always like the same call. He's like, "Whoa. All my money is tied up in like crypto. Like I can't get out of here. Like please put up the money, and then I'll fucking
brings us to our
back."
latest call to action. we're raising money for. Imagine.
Come on, guys, get Chud out of jail, dude. He gets. I mean, then again, he's in the best place for what his kink is.
Sure, yeah.
Like he's gonna be with like, dudes
why is he,
with tits that want to butt fuck him.
That's crazy to me that like he brings a gun around.
Yes, he's in the South, so like it's like a big thing to
everyone brings
brandish guns in the South.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I think that what I think about that, what I feel about that is that like
do you feel about that? 'Cause I don't know how I feel about that.
What I feel about that, I mean I feel a way about it is that it's like I feel sorry for everyone in that situation. Like
really,
it's just a situation where I'm like, that guy's an idiot.
Yeah.
He clearly wanted
I think he's more than it. He's gay. He's a gay. Well, dude, being gay. Totally,
that's
whatever.
Fine, yeah.
But being in the closet so far that you get mad at people, like you get mad at people who are the same as you or whatever, or like trying to like fucking mirror it in public or some shit.
It's just a weird. He's just a weird dude, and like. I wouldn't like him. I don't think.
I definitely wouldn't chill with him. I
clearly don't know who he is. But
the first thing he asks white people when he meets them is like, "So I'm all about freedom of speech. I like to say the N-word," and then he'll say it to them.
So does he like black people or does he dislike?
No,
black people?
he does not. I mean, so he likes black people to a sense to fuck them or to have them fuck him, but he doesn't like black people in pub. It's like it's a ruse, dude. Like it's all an act.
That's not a freedom of speech thing.
It's an act.
He's just a racist or something. Right.
No, he's playing a racist because behind the scenes he likes to get butt fucked by these like tranny fucking black people. You know.
Sure, and I don't know if tranny is the appropriate word.
Hey man, I support you, dude. Don't fucking get on me about what I'm
trans femme or something like that. Like, does he? So like he wants the. Anyway, let's get off this subject.
Can we pause? Oh, should we just call? Should we just sign up for our thing? Like right on.
Well, it's 8:06.
Okay. Yeah. Well, in that case,
I think we have 7 minutes or something.
So, but yeah, I don't mind, dude. If you do whatever you want, butt fuck you, butt fuck them. Like, I just like don't whip out a gun. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's what I think too. It's like if you like getting beat up by people. Right. That's beyond
Tell them
me.
before.
Like, I don't
be like, hey man, I really like you to beat the fuck out of me, dude.
Let's get some consent in the situation. That's where all this went wrong.
I get real bricked up when people beat the fucking piss out of me, dude. But now all these white people are going around with like big ass fucking like signs that they made professionally and that say like get shut out, and it's like all right, chill the fuck out.
This is a situation where like he was asking for it, like that's people say that you're not supposed to say that, like
right.
Oh, she was asking for it, he was asking for it.
Oh, dude,
like,
he went into a dark alley with a dress on and started showing his ass, dude.
Yeah,
that is fucking what he was doing, dude.
But I mean, I don't think we should say that about anyone. But
I mean, the one thing that I don't like is that it's provoking a race war that isn't valid.
That's really
it's not valid. If you're gonna provoke a race war, be all about it.
Races, and I hate people of all races.
Right, exactly. I mean,
but it's really difficult for me to like be on that guy's side.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude.
So,
but at the same time,
that's what I'll say.
Yeah,
I feel most bad about the the guy who got shot.
Yeah, of course.
Is he dead?
No, he's just. But they got him on intent to kill the other dude.
That's
right, dude. I think everything technically is working out perfectly.
Yeah,
because he's in a place where there's a bunch of gay dudes that dress up as women sometimes. Because they're all for the lifers. They really commit to the act. So
yeah.
I mean, I don't think that he should want to get out. I think the only thing that he wouldn't like in there is maybe the food.
Yeah. And I hear the food's getting better in prison.
The food is getting better because if they're getting, all these inmates are getting phones and they're allowed to have social media, and they'll post a picture of their food on social media, like, all I got today was a wet piece of bread and Teddy Grahams, like, I'm. Dude, you just gave me the look of disgust. Like, I don't think they should be eating wet Teddy Grahams or whatever.
I mean, I've always felt that like prison is a weird place because like when you go to prison, like all you get to do all day, and especially the people who get out of prison, like all they did for like 10, 15 years is work out.
Yeah,
and that's exactly who you're like. Is that who you want to be, like big strong guys? Is like the criminals?
So the ones that don't, they fill up their day with like AA meetings, church.
Well, just think about it like this: like the people, that, like a scrawny guy who goes to prison for 10, 15 years. He comes out like big and strong with a bunch of criminal connections.
Right.
You know?
That's kind of a fucking it's a badass deal, dude. Like, you know,
is that not like the worst idea ever for like rehabilitation? Like, I don't know, like.
You're gonna make this dude fucking a weapon now? Like, he's gonna come out as a weapon with connections to other weapons.
Yeah, Johnny went in a nice young boy and he came out a evil man. But I don't know.
But you know what I did here? Speaking of prison,
I don't know how prison works.
So I had like, I don't know, this is like 3 or 4 months back. I heard a story of a dude who was given tattoos, and he had like I don't know if it was AIDS or if it was like a hepatitis B or some shit like that, but it was like one of the ones you can't get rid of, and he was putting little droplets of his blood into the ink that he was using on the inmates that he would tattoo. So he infected over like 400 inmates over the course of like 15 years.
Wow.
Isn't that fucking crazy? Like, and it wasn't to like to get like it wasn't like he was trying to get rid of a gang or
he was searching for a cure. He's like, maybe if we give it to enough people, they'll cure this thing.
If you have a whole prison of fucking people with hepatitis B, they're all like, we got to do something about this, dude. They keep throwing their feces at us, and now we're getting it.
No, it's dangerous, man. But it's a silent killer.
I mean, dude, prison's crazy because they like, dude, imagine being a fucking person who worked at the prison, what they go through.
Yeah. I mean, well, those guys are supposedly pretty mean too. Some of them.
Yeah, and they're into some fucked up shit. Like this chick.
The chicks. Some of them fuck the inmates.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I knew this chick that I went to rehab with. She told me right before she went to rehab, she this what do they call them? The officers that work there. Wardens are the top guys, but then there's the correction officer. So this correction officer paid her $250 for 10 minutes of her time, and all she had to do, and she's a big girl. So
the dude was the correction officer.
The dude's the correction officer. Yeah. He said one day she needed a place to like live, so she went to go look at this place, and he said, sometimes I like to like, you know, put on your my roommate's nylons, and she was like, nah, like I'm not doing that. Right? Months later, he sent her a message like, hey, just want to let you know, I'll pay you $250 to let me complete myself.
He used that word?
No, just for all the children, you know?
Yeah. Oh, sure. If the children are watching.
He said, you don't have to touch me, or you don't have to be near me, but you can sit in the back seat, just put your foot over on the arm of my chair. You can be I'll bring some nylons for you, brand new, not used, and I'm gonna use your feet to finish. And she did. She fucking went. She put their feet over, and dude, the way she told it was hilarious. She goes, I wanted to get out of there quicker, so I just started being like, "Go, daddy, go!" Yeah. And fucking
go, daddy, go.
And like he started making sounds like, yeah. And he busted on the fucking nylon sock, and then fucking he just peeled it off. He goes, "Do you mind if I keep this?" She's like, "Fucking." Go nuts, you know.
It's yours.
Yeah, it's yours, dude.
I wasn't gonna take those nylons. So.
Imagine she was like, "No."
Yeah.
But then he finished in less than.
I was getting a free pair of nylons out of this deal.
She said he was done in like 6 minutes and $250, dude. I'm telling you now, if I get that fucking hookup, and he has friends,
you'll be wearing nylons underneath these jeans pretty soon.
Dude. Yeah. People will think I'm a fucking ballerina because I'll have so many nylon socks, dude. And I would have boys lined up around the block at McDonald's, and every morning I'd get into the same van and I'd be like, "Howdy, boys!" fucking, that's exactly
cowboy.
Dude, that'd be my new line of work.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. So
we gotta find something to do. Everyone's got to find something.
6 minutes, dude. 6 minutes, $250.
It's a lot of money.
Right. I mean, I could only beat her with one other job that I had, which was play a song for $200. That was like the closest I ever came to making that kind of money. But yeah, let's pause for a moment. Do you know how to pause the fucking?
No, we're not going to pause. We're just going.
We're not going to pause. We're just going to sign up for this stupid.
Yeah. Well.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's fine. But I think the thing is that we're probably still not going to get on because it's just.
You think?
It's not even loading for me.
Well, here's the thing. If this is bad for the episode, can we just
scrap it?
No, not the whole episode. Fuck
just
that.
Just cut it in.
Yeah. Just the 30 seconds that it takes. You know what? I don't really mind. I don't mind at all. I got through.
It'll be fine. Yeah, mine's too.
Did you do it?
Yeah, I got in.
Cool. So take the lead.
So the lead is well, I think one thing that we all need to understand is that a day of hard work for anyone and for everyone is like worthy of respect. No matter who we are, where we are, or what we're doing. If you're working, you're putting in the hours, you're putting in the time.
You're gonna be proud of your work.
You got to be proud of your work, and also other people should respect you for it.
Yeah, and I respect anybody who gets up and does anything. And if they're looking to get some money for it, fuck yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's so many people who work without pay.
Right.
And I think
all over the world.
All over the world. And I think, it was seriously like we were saying, like you were saying when white people were, they always nana boo boo about, and they were like when they had slaves and everything like that. But everyone's been a slave at some point,
That is true. Now we've gone through all the races, all the colors. Yeah, absolutely.
And still to this day there are slaves. There's human trafficking industry.
We just switched it over to the age limit. Like now, we made it like instead of color, we go by age.
So. Well, it's age and nationality and. There are all sorts of different ways, and the type of work that slaves do these days is also quite different.
Do you think you should have pride? Do you think you should still have pride in your work if you're a slave?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's one of the only ways you'll get through the day.
Get through the day, yeah. That's a good point.
I mean, pride is like.
Do you think those Temu kids have any pride?
I don't know if pride is the right word. It's like some kind of thing between pride and
spite. A little bit of pride, a little bit of spite.
It's whatever. It's whatever's in those kind of like songs that those like kind of slaving songs, like freedom, oh freedom, like that kind of thing where it's like
soul.
You gotta put something into it, like where it's like
He's never been in. Master got me working. Yeah, someday Master set me free.
It's like something like that where it's like it's not an easy thing to do, and you have to recognize that that life isn't easy no matter who you are, where you are. I mean, like some people have it easy, I guess, but
do you think that's part of like their way of being like, I know I'm never getting out, but also let's make the best of it because every day waking up is a blessing, because there's a bunch of people out there that are like, yeah, I might be a slave, but like I still woke up today.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd have that.
I mean, I think like there is some level of I'll never be a slave again kind of thing too.
Ah, okay. I get you.
Before I'll be a slave, I'll you can bury me in my grave kind of thing.
Like this is going to be the first last time.
You better be working for yourself that's what I think I mean. It's like you got to be working for yourself, even if you're really even if like someone else is paying you, or if like you're not in control of like. Ultimately, it's like you got to be working. You got to be living for yourself. You know what I mean?
Okay, but somebody makes a profit off you. You still have the mindset of like, but this is my life.
But this is my life, and I'm going to do everything it takes to get out of like this shitty situation.
Right, I get that.
And maybe that is just like, you know, I think about like, you know, I think about like, I don't know, Frederick Douglass or something like that, you know, who escaped slavery.
Pioneer? It's Frederick Douglass?
Frederick Douglass was a former slave who like became an educated abolitionist. And
was he black?
Yeah, he was black.
Oh, okay.
I think part, you know, white too, but again,
yeah.
In the time he lived in, that didn't mean much.
Which was like the 1800s, right? Because I only know Frederick Douglass's name because I think I fit it in with the who's the guy who Columbus.
Well, I think about like, or like even if you think about that movie 12 Years a Slave, where it's just like the idea being that like, you know,
that movie fucks me, dude.
There are people who get broken by these systems, and there are people who like don't get broken by the systems, and I think like even outside of slavery, like, you know, in today's day and age, like there are people who are broken by the system that we live under currently.
Right.
And I think the only way out of that is to have like some level of like, well, you have faith in yourself, or like faith in like God, or faith in like some like kind of thing that
keeps you moving. Yeah,
keeps you moving. That's what I mean. It's just like you got to just keep it moving, and like, you know, life is tough. And you know it's gonna throw shit at you, like
no matter what, whether you're a slave or not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, like,
keep moving, dude.
Keep it moving. You know.
Let me ask you a question. When it comes to like movies or portrayals or theater that has to do with slaves, or that period of time, how do you feel about it when a white, or I mean, it doesn't have to be white. Yeah, it actually has to be white. When a white actor goes hard in the paint, but really fucking kills the role. Like, for instance, with 12 Years a Slave, Paul Dano or whatever the fuck his name is, who was like, you know, fucking. Dude, he was fantastic in that movie.
Leo DiCaprio in
Django, dude, and he didn't have to go that hard in the paint, and even Quentin Tarantino was like blown away by.
Tarantino's always saying even outside. He does. He
gets a nickel every time he says it.
But he also code switches weirdly. Like when he's in a room of like all black folks, he like,
I'm doing this for you.
No, not even that. But he's like, yo, man, like, what's up? Like, you know what I'm talking about,
that, dude. I fucking can't. Come on, dude. I don't have.
So funny.
I don't have a fucking.
What do I think
side,
about
that? But Kamala did that once when she was in a black room. She's like,
Kamala
we're gonna do this together, baby. Get the fuck out of here, dude. I don't trust you anymore.
I mean, code switching is like is a thing for a lot of folks.
Come here, dog. Come on, bro. Come on, fam.
Yeah, but like, I mean, you got to think about it like this. Like when I grew up, like, I don't do it anymore because I got bullied out of it. But like, when I would talk to my parents, I would have an accent.
Really?
When I was like very young, my sister did it
I
for
could see that
way,
with family,
way longer.
though. I don't know. That's different, dude.
Yeah,
that's not like with friends or people in public. Like,
yeah. I would say that that's true until like it's just I sort of do get it. Like I do.
My brother does it like with my mom's side of the family being black. My brother, I remember, I called him out when I was 6 on it. Like he was like talking to my cousin. My cousin was like, "Yeah, dog, I'm a fuck," you know. Whenever my brother came over, he's like, "Yeah, we gonna fuck shit up, dog." And I was like, I just walked in the room and I went, "Hey, why are you doing that?" And he goes, he just looked at me like I was the little brother. He goes, "Hey, why don't you shut up?" And I was like, all right, yeah. I mean, I'm I can't, you know.
See, like I think you know where it bugs me is when people do it for social capital, when they're like they do it to be cool or something like that. They're like, I can like talk like this and like I can win some people over.
Right.
It's like that's one thing, and then it's like another thing if you just like can't help yourself from doing it like that.
Right. If you don't know that it's happening and somebody calls you on it, like it's that video of the guy who was like, "Smack me, bro, smack me," and then the dude fucking smacks him with an iced tea or a can of iced tea. You never seen that? I'll have to show you. But no, it's like somebody who says the N-word to a black person and they're saying it like, nah, bro, I'm saying you my, you know, you my, you know, and it's like they're not fucking getting it. They're not in on it. And
so okay, let's go back to the original question. Do I think that white folks who
really
pretend
kill
to
it
be racist are okay? Yeah, I think that's totally fine. I mean, like, again,
I think that's totally okay.
What I have more of a problem with is just like continuing. I mean, like, whatever, like, go for it. Like, it's trauma porn is very popular, but I don't like to continue to like. It would be like if people like continued to make movies about like. They recently made a movie about Kashmir, which is where like my family's from.
Kashmir Patel?
Yeah. That's the FBI director, Kashmir Patel. No, but there's like stuff that happened there, and like, you know, it's like trauma porn.
You mean the clothing line? Isn't that what Kashmir is?
Cashmere is also a cloth. Yeah.
Okay.
Type of soft cloth. That's
Never worn
from the region, Pashmina. Anyway, that's not. Yeah, it's nice stuff. But but what I'm trying to say is that like trauma porn in general is popular with the folks, with the people. That's more what I have a problem with. Like to continue to mine. I mean, it's endless. Like the number of Holocaust movies that people make. Like the number of
pandering.
Not just pandering, but it's just like, do we need to like keep like was one movie not good enough? Like was one good movie not good enough? Like and like, do we need to make 10 mediocre movies as well about this?
Like if you really kill it on that one,
good for you. Yeah, if you make a good one, good for you. But it's hard not to do. It's hard to do it, and because it's history.
Well, Hollywood's always going to be a bunch of blood sucking, dick sucking yes men that want to get more money.
Yeah.
You know?
So like, I mean, look, I don't have a problem with the acting per se. It's like, because it's acting and it's like whatever, you know, everyone is, you know, my thought is that like, even if it's not acting, even if it's like, oh, like I get to do this, great. I get to do this and someone will pay me,
right.
You know, even if it's that, like, you know, someone needs to do it, and like it's for a movie, I get it.
I feel like some of these
more
actors,
like just the content itself, is more like, do we need another one of these movies?
Also,
is there not like new kind of worlds we can imagine where
something original comes out?
None of this stuff ever happened. Like no bad things ever happened, and like the black man and the white man can come together and like and embrace or we don't know that there was ever any strife between them.
Right.
They don't know words that like hurt each other's feelings. Like, you know, again, like, I wish there was a world that we could imagine that existed outside of history, but maybe that's like naive of me or something.
Well, see,
like that.
This is why I'm torn, because fucking like there's a lot of people out there of all races, because I've seen the same theme come from from different races, but when there's a lot of people out there that cannot separate that it is art or a movie, you know, like I know.
Okay, I have a sorry, I'm interrupting you, but what do you think about like people who get? Well, let me ask you two questions. What do you think about like people who make movies like the Odyssey? They're making the Odyssey, and then they're making Helen of Troy black, and people are okay. So now that is one question, and then secondarily, the second question, the follow-up question is like, what do you think about the people who get upset about that?
Okay. I will take this one backwards. The people that get upset about a movie are the same people that like would say like, you'd be like, oh, what do you think of fucking you could just say
Blue's Clues.
Or no, what an actor. If you're like, oh, what do you think of Leonardo DiCaprio? And then like that person's like, yo, fuck him, bro. He was playing that racist in fucking. He was racist in Django, and it's like, well, that's a movie. So right. You know, he's getting paid to play that part. Mm-hmm. So I'm always like, are you fucking retarded, dude? Like, it's a fucking play. It's a movie. It's a play. Like, if you can just enjoy the pretend movie, time, you know? Yeah. Now, to the first question, how do I feel about them changing races? I think it's one big, like, fake ass, you ever heard of the term fans?
Fan service?
No. The it's in like rap where they say like they use fake ass N-word or whatever. Like that's how I feel about the directors or everybody a part of it.
Sure.
Because they are fans. They are fake ass people that are just trying to rile up the masses because they know what they're about to do. They know like that the people that agree with it are like basically a part of this movement that are like, you know what, like let's get more trans people at the front of the movie. We should have women be fucking like the heroes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they know that those two groups of people are gonna fight.
Yeah,
you know, so it's like they're just doing that to rile people up, and I'm like, nah, dude, fuck you. Like,
yeah, but
either way, they're not gonna win. But I think they do it on purpose to a degree.
I see what you're saying, and I don't disagree with that. I also don't have a problem with like people like changing races and changing sexes of like characters. Like,
right, if if they were just like trying it out for the sake of trying things out, I don't give a shit.
Yeah. I agree with you that. I agree with you there. There's a lot of like interesting plays that do that where they allow you to like that were written.
It's all pretend
recently,
time.
Where it's like you can put any person of any color, race, or ethnicity.
At the core,
sex,
I don't give a
gender.
shit, and I think it's fun to just
play around with that.
Play
stuff.
around with shit.
As long as like they can perform the part,
right,
and it's believable. Right. That's the real goal, right? Like you don't want to. I think the goal is you don't want to take people out of it. I think. Do you know who's playing Helen of Troy? I think it's
no. I haven't really looked into this one very much. I saw the trailers, and I laughed that Matt Damon was like the main character.
Yeah, Matt Damon is not a believable Odysseus.
Right.
That's what
exactly.
I am more upset about. Like
when you got somebody.
Also, shouldn't Odysseus be a brown guy?
Let's go, dude. Let's fucking trash this goddamn castle, dude.
Weren't the Greeks like thousands of years ago not white?
Right. They were beige or not beige. They were like brownish, some color, or some shit,
or maybe they were black. Like why not?
Here's a
because it wasn't like
they were mostly black.
Weren't we all like
we were all like
black,
pretty much like Puerto Rican, or Cambodian color. Yeah. Here's one thing that I heard recently that made me kind of put things in perspective was, I think it was Ricky Gervais, but he had said, he goes, people that get upset about movies are retarded because they just did that movie about Stephen Hawking and the whole fan base got mad because they said you should have somebody who's handicapped play that role. and he said, he goes, but the first half of the movie is him not handicapped.
Yeah.
So he's like, is it easier to find somebody that's not handicapped that can play a handicapped person or find a handicapped person that can play a non-handicapped person, which makes no fucking sense. Yeah. Shout out Ricky Gervais. Shout out.
Yeah, good joke. Yeah. Thanks for running it by Ricky over before the podcast.
No, but that kind of put it in perspective for me because I was like, oh yeah,
he doesn't mind when Americans do his bits.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
you can. I called him. He's like, no, you got it, man. You got it, Ryan.
Yeah, it's good.
Just go do your little podcast.
It's good. No, I like it when you do it, Scott.
No, I'm really thinking of you for time. I don't thought of it,
Yeah, no, that's really good. That's
it's really good,
That's really good, yeah.
And I fucking hate doing stand-up anyway, so I was like thinking in my head, I was like, who could really spicing this bit up? I was like, Scott Fatone, you got this, mate. You're going to be famous one day. You're going to be so huge.
He's really funny, that Fatone character. Is that a character? No, you can't tell me that's real. That's real. Oh my God, that's funny. No, that's really who he is.
I think you made me like a bit more. You made me like a little bit more because I thought it was stale. I was thought it was really stale. But at this point, I'm like, you know what? Everybody can suck my dick and balls to the base on any argument because I walk away immediately. I get that they're trying to engage together in some way, but they always walk away hating one another. And I'm like, dude, you know what? How about we all get some fucking roast beef together?
Yeah, how about we get a little popcorn and watch the movie together and then see what we think about it?
Yeah, you know what? I don't care what your beliefs are. If we can sit down and watch Mission Impossible 9 together and just enjoy ourselves a little bit, dude.
Oh, Mission Impossible. What do you think of Tom Cruise?
Dude, the fact that he insists on doing his own stunts.
Yeah.
I know how we're gonna lose Tom Cruise. I know how we're gonna lose because he can't do them.
I love him.
He refuses even when they're like.
I love everything he's in.
He's great.
I've seen.
He's great. He's great, and but the stunts keep getting more and more fucking ridiculous.
Apparently, he landed his helicopter in someone's backyard.
Yeah,
once,
dude, the dude's fucking out of his mind.
Hey, you want to go for a ride?
Dude, he held on for this movie. There were no straps. The last movie that he did with Mission Impossible, there were no straps that kept him on the side of the fucking plane, and they were in there going full speed, and he just had to hold on like fucking. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, but why, dude? Like, he's just a fucking adrenaline junkie, you know?
Yeah,
and that's
cool.
fine.
Good for him.
Good for him, dude. Like,
people try to.
If you believe in a
him.
squid monster and that's your fucking thing, then fucking by all means,
that's
dude.
True.
I don't give a shit.
He does believe in weird things, but you know, he did the thing that he believes in specifically weird things.
Yeah,
like, you know, they're
exactly.
like they're
Cthulhu
weird,
being the god of whatever, and coming down in a Pepsi can and fucking.
How much of that do you think he really believes? First of all,
I think he's completely locked in for that because he has given not just so much money to the church itself, the Church of Scientology.
But they give him a lot back.
They
give him a little girlfriend every now and then,
right? And the protection that he gets, dude. Like nobody can like.
Who cares about protection when you got a lady friend by your side? No, you're right. It's probably about
nobody
all that
comes
stuff.
at him about the ages of his girlfriends.
Yeah,
nobody.
But no, my second question is: do you remember when everyone tried to turn against Tom Cruise?
Yeah, dude. Every time they do, the Scientology crew just they're like, "Don't worry about it, Tom.
We got you.
Yeah, we got
you for life, brother."
We found out that
I just think that it's so impossible ultimately to dislike this guy because apparently he's super nice on set. Like he's like a super genuine guy.
But they want to test him. That's the problem.
There's this one video of him getting like sprayed by like a prankster.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. These people are trying to test him,
and he's like, why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Why did you do that? Come on, no, just explain.
Just explain yourself. And dude, like most people would just punch them in the face and be like, and then they stand over them and be like, why did you do that? Why?
He's so sincere. Or they would like run with the joke and be like, oh, okay, whatever, you got me.
Right, dude. And like, did you see how much of a childlike joy he had when he was announcing his like marriage or whatever? He got up on like
on the couch,
View or whatever, and he was dancing.
Oprah. I think it was on Oprah.
He was running in place or whatever, and it's like, oh, that's cute, dude. Like,
he's a little,
he's a little dude. He's just a little
5'7" or something.
Like, I think that and by protection, I mean like you've heard of every celebrity having their houses like broken into or something like that. Nah, not Tom. Not Tom, dude.
Tommy,
fucking,
baby.
he's got these fucking squiggly monster believing fucking dickheads standing in front of his house at all times. And good for him for that, dude. If I could like make sure that you dude, imagine if I came up to you, I was like, yo, man, like we're set for the rest of our lives, money wise, and like the protection that we have to do whatever we want. Like you want to fucking like hang on the side of a fucking building without any like harnesses, we can do that, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and no, the police aren't going to stop us. The state's not going to say shit because we're going to give back to the state, and it's not going to make a dent. So,
which is kind of making me think that we should become Scientologists.
Yeah, dude. Fucking hey, hit us up. We got time. We
got time. We don't got money, but we got time.
No, we don't have money,
but we got time.
We do have time though. So,
and I think that's about as much time as we have for today, though.
And you know what? There's your outro, bitch.
There's your outro. All right.